Welcome back to my channel, everyone. It's Adrienne here to teach you a little bit more about Davinci Resolve. In today's tutorial, I'm going to go over the keyboard customization shortcuts. Keyboard customization can make you extremely efficient and fast. It just maps out your keyboard so it's more intuitive to your fingies. For content creation, honestly, this is what you need to do. You need to start making things to make your life a little bit easier and a little bit quicker. All right, here we go. Let's open up Davinci and open up a project. We're going to go up to the top left and click on Davinci Resolve, and we're going to go down to Keyboard Customization. Or there's also a shortcut, Option Command K. So the window will pop up and you'll see what your keyboard setup is. It'll just show you a picture of a keyboard. And up at the top right, there's a drop-down menu where you can see default keyboard setting. Avid Media Composer, Apple Final Cut Pro 10, Adobe Premiere Pro, Davinci Resolve, and Pro Tools. Okay, we're going to start with the default Davinci Resolve and make changes to that. And to see what keyboard shortcuts you already have that are default to Davinci Resolve, you can click on the keys. It will show you what action that key provides. J is play reverse, K is stop, and L is play forward. And that's pretty much standard across all editing software that I know about. And you will see that in the bottom left window, as in your active key window. So let's say I press B, that's my blade tool. That means your cursor will turn into the razor and you will be able to just simply cut things without having to press the razor button. Some of these commands are panel specific and others are application specific. And if it's part of the application, that means changes will be universal throughout the application. Otherwise, it will be specific to each individual panel, like the edit page or the fusion page. By default, in the middle here, you will have all the commands and all the keyboard shortcuts. The bottom right corner is where you can search or look up keyboard mappings. You can scroll through and see that the application commands are also broken down into different categories. And that's a little bit of a slower way if you search through things individually. Or you can go up to the right into the search bar and you can type in your shortcuts or you can type in your keys. And we're going to type in select all. And you'll see underneath select all that Control A is predominantly used throughout the entire application. It's a universal key. And once you hover over it, you'll see that a little box will be highlighted red with a little X in there. That means for this command, you are able to change it or remove it. Now, because this one is part of the edit page, and the edit page is part of the application, you will see that it changes the other panels as well. Now, if you make a mistake or create a short key that you don't want, you can always step back with this little arrow key here. You can also change the panels individually. And moving on, Davinci allows you to assign multiple keyboard shortcuts for one single command. So to the right here, you can click on the plus sign and you can type in another command. But to be honest, I feel like you don't really need that, and that makes things kind of confusing, especially if it's in the same panel. I'm unsure as to why you would want multiple shortcuts in the same panel for one simple command. But you know what? If anybody wants to tell me as to why you might want that, you can leave comments below and we can figure that out. All right, now the best thing about this is that we can create brand new commands. For commands that don't have existing keyboard shortcuts, or commands that have just not been assigned to any keyboard shortcuts. So let's go up here and under timeline, oh, this is a great one. So let's say you would like to create a short key for creating subtitles. So we're going to press to the right here and we're going to make that Control-Shift-T instead of having to use the drop-down menu from the top toolbar. Another good thing about this application is, let's say we forgot that we created this shortcut and we decided we wanted to use this short key for something else. Davinci will give you a warning and it will tell us that there are an existing set of keys that are assigned to another command under timeline called Create Subtitles from Audio. And when this happens, your best bet is to always just make a new short key. Never duplicate shortcuts. This will avoid any confusion or any other issues that might happen down the line. So what we're going to do is navigate to the bottom and press save, and a window will pop up and ask you to rename it. And you can name this keyboard anything you'd like. We have now created a duplicate of the Davinci default keyboard with our own preset changes. All right, now let's see what our keyboard shortcut can actually do. We're going to go back into our edit page. We're going to make an in and an out on our sequence. Press Ctrl-Shift-T and your window for creating subtitles will pop up. And you can change your settings to whatever you'd like for your subtitles. And there you go, all your subtitles in your sequence created for you quickly without having to use the drop-down menu. All right, I think that actually about does it for keyboard customization. There are many shortcuts that you can map to your keyboard. Have fun with your keyboard, make it very intuitive to how you edit and how you use your fingers. Having a keyboard shortcut makes things a lot faster. Like and subscribe for more videos like this, and thanks so much for watching.